Welcome back to the Traveling Toques. If you're new to our channel, we are two Canadian friends who enjoy traveling and sharing anything we wished we knew, we do know, or just our experiences. Today we are heading to downtown Toronto and we are driving in. So we'll be showing you what it's like driving in, showing various locations downtown, and discussing things to do. So if you're interested, let's get going. There are so many things to do in Toronto. We'll just give you a quick rundown of some of the top choices, and then we'll show you what it's like when we actually drive, walk around, and showcase our day going to a few of these. So here's a quick list of fun things to do and see while you're in Toronto. Our must suggestion would be the iconic CN Tower. This architectural marvel offers breathtaking views of the city from its observation deck, and for the thrill seekers out there, you can even try the Edge Walk, a hands-free walk around the tower's edge. Then there is the Distillery District. This historic neighborhood is filled with cobblestone streets, charming shops, and art galleries. It's the perfect place to stroll around, grab a bite to eat, and maybe even sample some local craft beer or artisanal cocktails. We can't forget about Toronto's waterfront. Whether you're taking a leisurely walk along the boardwalk, renting a kayak or paddleboard, or simply relaxing by the water, the Toronto waterfront offers stunning views of Lake Ontario and the city skyline. Along with the waterfront is the choice to take one of the harborfront cruises. Then just a short ferry away from the city, the Toronto Islands offers a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of downtown. Whether you're biking along the trails, picnicking on the beach, or enjoying the amusement park, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Another recommended location to visit is the St. Lawrence Market. Since we are visiting the market today, let's start now with our drive into Toronto and then our visit to St. Lawrence Market.
Okay, so the other way coming from the US to Canada is through Windsor, Detroit, or Sarnia.
In 800 meters, keep left to continue on Gardiner Expressway East. Follow signs for Toronto.
It'd be Sarnia or Port Huron, Michigan for the other border crossing. You'll be taking the 401 all the way up to the Toronto Airport area, which is Pearson International Airport, and then you'll be turning onto the 427 to go to downtown Toronto. So the 401 to the 427, this is where it merges here. So at this point, this is where all travelers will be going into the downtown Toronto core with the same experience.
Yeah.
And one of the first things you see is the skyline with the CN Tower.
Yeah, I can see that here.
Come to Toronto, you can stay on the Gardiner to get to downtown and be a faster route. It can get backed up, but we like getting off at the Lakeshore Boulevard and taking that in. So it's a more scenic drive. So I would suggest doing that. It may take a couple extra minutes, so if you're pinched from time, you might want to stay on the Gardiner. But we're going to get off at the Lakeshore.
And just to let you know, right now traffic has been really mild. Here's the Lakeshore cutoff. It is a Saturday of an Easter weekend. There's no large sporting events that we know of today. The only thing I'm not sure about is the Raptors.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the Leafs and the Blue Jays are not playing today. As you'll see, there's a lot of condominiums that are right here on the Lakeshore. Got beautiful views over there.
In 600 meters, merge onto Lakeshore Boulevard West.
So the difference from our GPS from the Gardiner clear sailing to the Lakeshore clear sailing is 2 minutes slower to our destination, which is we're right now headed to St. Lawrence Market.
So yeah, if driving and if that was full of traffic and makes you a little uncomfortable, this is a lot slower down this route. So you may enjoy this one better for many reasons.
And it basically follows Lake Ontario, that you get good views for the passenger. And here you'll see a lot of walking, running, biking trails, parks. traffic today.
No, this is unbelievable. I guess Easter is a really good weekend to come here, except I'm sure there'll be some things closed the Friday and the Sunday, but Saturday right now, everything is so empty.
So right by the CN Tower, there is a bunch of things you can do. There's Union Station, which is the main railroad subway station in Toronto. There's the Sky Dome, Rogers Place, where the Blue Jays play and they have concerts. There's the CN Tower. There's the Ripley's Aquarium. There's the Scotiabank Arena, where the Raptors and the Maple Leafs play. St. Lawrence Market. It's one of the famous markets around.
And they do have hop-on, hop-off buses you can do that'll take you to a lot of these places. If you don't want to be walking, taking public transportation. You'll also notice the streetcars.
In the downtown core, they have streetcars. This would be one of the exits to get off the Gardiner right here for Spadina area. As we get closer to the CN Tower and more of the core, you're going to see traffic pick up a lot.
So we're going to drive around, just give you an idea of where everything is. We're heading to a restaurant I went to as a kid that I haven't been to in many years. And St. Lawrence Market, we've never been there either, so we're going to check that out today too. Thing that people think there's Tim Hortons on every block.
Sometimes there is.
Yeah, it's actually true. Sometimes there is. We do love our Tim Hortons. The younger generation, I find, is starting to enjoy their Starbucks and specialty coffees a little bit more, but I find, I guess, a lot of families really still who take their kids to hockey, Tim Hortons is always the go-to.
One of the main streets in downtown Toronto is Yonge Street. And to my knowledge, Yonge Street is one of the longest street in Canada. For the sports fan, here's another place to visit, is the Hockey Hall of Fame.
If you're into hockey, the Hockey Hall of Fame should be a must on your list. Explore exhibits highlighting the greatest players, teams, and moments in hockey history. So as we drive downtown, you're going to notice that Toronto is full of fascinating blend of old and new architecture. It reflects a rich history and status as a modern, bustling metropolis. A breakdown of some of the key architectural styles that you can find in downtown Toronto are, the first one being Victorian architecture, which is in areas like Cabbagetown and the Annex, and you're going to find well-preserved Victorian-era homes and buildings. These often feature intricate brickwork, ornate facades, and characteristic bay windows. Then you're going to see Edwardian architecture, which is similar to Victorian but with simpler designs. Edwardian architecture is prevalent in many residential neighborhoods in downtown Toronto. These buildings often have large windows and prominent front porches. Then there's the Art Deco, which is several buildings in downtown Toronto showcase. They have Art Deco influences, particularly along Yonge Street and in the financial district. The Art Deco style, which was popular in the 1920s and 30s, is characteristic by geometric shapes, bold colors, and decorative elements. The rise of skyscrapers in the mid-20th century, you're going to see downtown Toronto saw the emergence of the modernist architecture. This style emphasizes simplicity, functionality, and the use of materials like glass and steel. Iconic examples include the Toronto Dominion Centre and the Royal Bank Plaza. Then you'll see the postmodernism. In the late 20th century, postmodernism brought a playful and eclectic approach to architecture. You're going to see buildings like the Royal Ontario Museum, Michaelichin Crystal, and the Absolute Towers in Mississauga. Today, downtown Toronto continues to evolve with sleek, contemporary skyscrapers that are dominating the skyline. These buildings often feature glass curtain walls, innovative designs, and sustainable features. Some notable examples include the CN Tower, the Aura at the College Park, and the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And you're going to see many historic buildings in downtown Toronto have been repurposed and revitalized. They're blending the old and new elements seamlessly. Some examples include the Distillery District, where Victorian-era industrial buildings now house shops, restaurants, art galleries, and the Toronto Harbourfront Centre. So there's a quick little rundown of what you're going to see as you're walking around.
And we're coming up to the Elgin and Winter Garden Theatre.
So if you do come for the film festival, that's one of the locations that they have showings.
And here's the Eaton Centre. It's on the Young Dundas Square.
So this is Young Dundas Square. I guess it's the attempt at Times Square. And there are policemen around, so.
And buskers.
Yep, buskers. What was that over there?
Streetcars.
Oh, the streetcars, yeah. So we're on the streetcar lane right now, as you can see the grooves and the wires. No, there's another Tim Hortons. And a lot of Shoppers Drug Marts, so if you need pharmaceuticals, that's where you get it.
It's Walgreens.
Yeah. Prescriptions, if you need a prescription while you're there.
You want to do the stairs now?
Yeah, let's do the stairs. So this parking lot just came out the side door there and just down this little area here. I guess it's two buildings. You want to go in the big one first? Yeah. Okay. So we've headed into the market. We're on the lower floor and we've gone into the, basically it's a tourist store here with lots of Canadian items to buy. All your maple stuff. Syrup. Got your market foods. A lot of different types of foods to eat. Cabbage rolls. That's where you get your sausages. So the St. Lawrence Market in Toronto is not just a marketplace. It's a living piece of the city's history and a bustling hub of commerce and culture. The market's history dates back to 1803, when the first market was established as an open-air market with farmers selling their produce. But in 1831, the first permanent structure known as the market shed was built. It quickly became a focal point for residents to buy fresh produce, meats, dairy, and other essentials. just like today. Unfortunately, a fire destroyed the market shed in 1849, but it was promptly rebuilt with a larger, more durable structure. Over the years, the market expanded and additional buildings were constructed to accommodate the growing demand. By the late 19th century, it had become one of the largest market complexes in Canada. Today, St. Lawrence Market comprises of three main buildings: the South Market, where we started from, the North Market, which we haven't gone to yet, and the St. Lawrence Hall. The South Market is the primary hub for fresh produce, meat, seafood, and gourmet foods. As you're going to see here, we found out that this building that's in the main market here is called the Market Gallery. It's an intimate historic exhibition space. So if you love markets, this is a great stop. It looks like there's a great bakery, lots of food, and we hear Paddington's Pump has great breakfast and the best pea meal bacon sandwich around. Up on the top level, they have some picnic tables. Okay, so we're gonna go into this building now and see what's the difference. The other one was mostly food. Thank you. Actually, yeah, it's a lot less busy. Looks like a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff on this side.
We were just at the St. Lawrence Market, checking it out for the first time, and it's basically a farmer's market with a bunch of fruits, produce, meats. Typical, but the prices are a little high.
And that was just down that way.
Yeah, it's just behind me.
So if you do decide to check out more restaurants and stuff, just straight up there, this is the Esplanade. And straight up there is the old spaghetti factory where we're heading now. Or soon. We have a bit more time before we want to eat. So here there's all the outdoor seating, which will be busier come spring and summer. Right now it's still a little cool. There's restaurants all along this little strip here. There's the beer market, there's Scotland Yard. Here is the old spaghetti factory. And Novotel Hotel is right across the street. Parking is just not very far away either. There's Shoeless Joe's just up there. So we've just kind of walked a big block by the Hockey Hall of Fame, and there's the CN Tower up there. We're going to pass Union Station, maybe even go in it right now. Here's all the bike rentals. Main intersection here. So we're heading into Toronto's Union Station, which serves as a central transportation hub in the city. It connects various modes of transit, including trains, subways, buses, and even the underground pedestrian network known as PATH. PATH is an extensive underground pedestrian network that connects Union Station with various office buildings, shopping centers, hotels, and attractions in downtown Toronto. It's the largest underground shopping complex in the world, spanning over 30 kilometers, which is 19 miles, and providing sheltered access to over 1,200 stores and services. There's Front Street. We just came in an earlier door. It's warmer in here. We're gonna go take the path for a little bit. It's a little cold with the wind today, so I'm just gonna go down this way. I've got a bunch of stores down here as well. Alright, so just walking to CN Tower underneath. Oh, there's this sign. So Rogers Center's right here. Everything's really easy to get around. So, are you saying this is the train to the airport?
They have a direct GO train from downtown to the airport.
Yeah.
It goes every 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the fare, whatever the fare is these days.
Right. Delta Hotel goes down that way. And then this is still the entrance towards CN Tower. So that's Ripley's right in here? Oh, that's Ripley's, okay. So, and Rogers Center's right behind the CN Tower. After walking back to the parking lot, we had dinner at the Old Spaghetti Factory, which we'll do a little review on another video if anyone's interested, and then we headed out of town. There's where we were standing out, and that door actually locked, so we had to knock to get somebody to let us back in. But here's Ripley's Aquarium, just at the bottom of the CN Tower. And then Rogers Center's right here, so everything, if you're coming for any of these things, they're all close together. Base of the CN Tower. Okay, so we are heading out. We are taking the Gardner this time to head back.
We began to feel the fire.
Use the middle lane to turn right onto the Gardner Expressway.
Rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's
Sometimes when traffic is really bad, it's hard to get over to the left when you're coming from that way. Worst case, you're on the lakeshore again. It's not the worst case in the world. And we're hitting some traffic.
The character both ways.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, it's gonna be a lot of
Stop and go, I know.
Coca-Cola Coliseum. That is where Toronto Marlies play.
What are the Marlies?
They are the
that
farm
hot?
team for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, okay.
BMO Field, the Toronto FC soccer team play.
There's the GO train. So if you do stay on the suburbs, you just take the GO train in, take you to Union Station.
Yeah, so timing is of the essence sometimes. The other side is just right now another barrier.
Yeah.
When we were coming in, it wasn't that bad.
If you've lasted this long, thanks for watching, and that's it for this video, and talk to you later.